Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Debz Cooper, Global Stressologist, calling in from New Zealand. Thank you for being part of this world here right now as we go live to talk about, what am I talking about? Powerful habits for peak performance. I knew that. I was just checking to see if you know. So I would love to know where you are in the world. That would be super inspiring. And thanks for joining me. So let's crack on, because powerful habits for peak performance is something that is so simple, yet we tend to get overwhelmed with things, and often when things get so heavy, stuff doesn't get done. So you know what I'm talking about already, don't you? Clearly. So first, why is this important to have powerful habits? Oh, hi, Isla. Thanks for joining us. Yay! Queensland. Who's 3 hours behind me? So why is it important to have powerful habits for peak performance? Well, there's a lot of things. It's basically, the short version is to feel alive again, to feel actually alive, to have joy, to have some satisfaction in your world. It's also invigorating, and it can shift your energy. You know, when you achieve something, how your whole energy lights up and you feel like you've had a glitter bomb spread on you, and you're just a different person than you are when you're in that funk, slump, hump. So if I'm going to give you some tips here how to achieve the best out of your day. But first, I'd like to share with you what you don't do. And I've just got a few things that I'd like to share about what you don't do, because these are the things that I find people focus on. So I'm throwing out the don't straight away before we even hit the what you do. So don't sulk. Okay? Don't sulk. You know, there's nothing worse than having people around who sulk all day long. You can clearly sulk, but give it 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then deal with it. So none of this sulking. Don't worry. Don't let your mind go off on tangents that can run a whole story in a marathon before you even know what the heck is happening in your world. So none of this worrying. Stop being fearful. But what if? But what if? But what if? What if? There's none of this. Like, this is the stuff that's going to get you old and uninspiring to be around. You'll know these people who have these moments. Don't let things bottle up. You know, if you don't tap out and deal with it straight away or as quick as you can, the longer you leave things, the heavier they become and the more weighed down you become, but so does everything else. So don't let things bottle up. Which takes me to the last one of your don'ts is don't avoid. Don't avoid. Now, I know sometimes I avoid things. Clearly, I'm human, like all of us. But the avoiding, if it gets to a day, there's clearly something going on. If it gets to a week, it's really heavy. I can lose sleep. My skin can go icky. I'm not going to be wanting to drink my water. Any of those things. So stop avoiding and deal with it. They're the best things. Now, I know I talked about sulking and worrying and fearful and all those other things, what not to do. If you've got any questions around that or how to get out of that, drop me a message, because I'm bound to have had a video on it. And if I haven't got a video, I'll give you some tips. No problem. So now we know the don'ts. Now we know the don'ts. And now we know the why we would love to have inspiring, powerful habits for peak performance. Let's get in and give you some tips to having those. So my first one is clearly going to be get out of bed in the morning. Get out of bed in the morning. So it's wise to jump out of bed in the first 5 minutes of your alarm or when you wake up. And I say that because before you know it, an hour can go by, 2 hours can go by, or longer, and you're still laying there. 3 hours can go by and you're like, oh my God, what have I done? I've lost half my day by doing this. So ensure that you get out of bed 5 minutes of the alarm going off. I am going to do the next one, and the next one is one that people say, oh, we all do this, we don't do this. It's a pet love-hate thing, and you know what it is. Have a guess what you think the next one is. It's make your bed. Now, I'm a person who loves making my bed, and I do have my little hospital corners making my bed. Some people don't. There's days and I just go, okay, I'm just going to air my bed out. That's A-I-R, not E-A-R with my accent. And I'll put my bed back, but I'll make it look nice, and I'll do that. But definitely make your bed. There is nothing more satisfying than walking into a bedroom to see that your bed is made. I don't have to talk about this much, but I will say, if you want to have a snooze during the day, that's totally okay, or in an hour's time after you've done your things and then you want to go back to bed, that's totally okay, because there's this little element of fun naughtiness about crawling back into a made bed. Now, 10 o'clock in the morning, you might just go, oh, just want to have 5 minutes lay down. That's fabulous. There's just a little cute little naughtiness, and it's an okay naughtiness of crawling back into a made bed. So definitely make your bed, even if you just want to test out the naughtiness, the fun naughtiness. Once you've made your bed, then it's wise to pause. And I say pause because even though you've just had 10 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours sleep, it's just pause to take a moment in. And I believe in gratitude. So if you can pause and just go, oh, what am I grateful for right here, right now? And just think of a couple of things that you're grateful for. But when you pause, now that pause could be when you sit on the toilet. Clearly, well, you're going to pause when you're sitting there. But whatever it is, if you go outside, if you're going to stretch at the end of your bed, whatever it is, just have that pause moment, P-A-U-S-E, just to take a moment and take in that breath. So I'm a firm believer, like I said, of gratitude. So if you can pause and have some gratitude, that's great. The next thing is breakfast or a cuppa. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to breakfast because I struggle with breakfast sometimes, and my breakfast is not first thing in the morning. My breakfast is 3 hours later, 4 hours, 5 hours later, whatever you want to label your breakfast. So either have your breakfast or have a cuppa. Now, your cuppa could be a cup of water, a cup. I'm seeing people, there's a massive purge on social media at the moment of celery juice. Well done to you. If you want to have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, if you want to have a wine, yeah, not my thing first thing in the morning. And I'm talking about the wine, not a whinge wine, any of that stuff. So just pause and have that breakfast or the cuppa. Breakfast, everyone says breakfast is the most important meal of the day. There's people who say this, there's people who say this, da-da-da. Whatever works for you, you must do what works for you. So breakfast or cuppa, whatever. But while you're doing that, while you're having that time out, doing that duty exercise, whatever you'd like to call it, breakfast, plan your day. This is a great time because you're sitting, pausing, and you can plan your day of what you have in your world. Now, I say plan your day because this is around your day. This is not the kids' day. This is not the partner's day. This is not the work day. Plan your day because this is your heartbeat. This is your life. You must do what you have to do today. So plan your day while you're having that breakfast or the cuppa. And ensure that you put an end time to your day. Ensure that you go, okay, I'm going to finish today at 3 o'clock and this is what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to finish today at 7 o'clock and this is what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to finish whatever it is. So just ensure that you put an end time to your planning of your day. Okay. Once you've done that, you're then going to look at what you have planned for your day, and you're either going to delegate it or you're going to keep it on your list. And so I'm a firm believer on delegate. So when you delegate, it's wise to delegate anything that you don't want to do or that doesn't inspire you. Because we're talking about getting the best out of our peak performance for a day. So if you're doing things that are deflating to your energy and it's going to cost you 5 hours of your day and you can easily outsource that for $20 or whatever, then why would you spend 5 hours doing something that's going to deplete all your energy and zap anything you have? So delegate that. Give it to somebody who would love to do that job, whether they love to do it for the money, whether they love to do it because it's their skill, whatever it is, somebody who loves to do that job. So delegate it. That's one of the greatest things you can do, which could be a habit for peak performance. So once you've delegated it, have a look at your association around. Look at when I say your association, the influences around you. Who are those people around you? Are they lifting you up? Are they deflating you? Are they inspiring you? Are they pulling away, sucking at your blood? What is it? So look at your association of who you are going to be around today so that you can plan this into your day. Oh, I know I've got a 3-hour meeting and it's going to be so mundane and I just have to show up and do this. So maybe I'll catch up with Deb after that, or maybe I'll message her or watch one of her videos or something to lift my game. So just be aware of who you're hanging around, what energy they are giving you, and what you're receiving. So your association or your social influence is incredibly important. When you're looking at your peak performance, it's wise to set your intention. If you don't set your intention of what you want in this world or going to have in this world, how do you know that you're going to achieve any of that stuff? So you must set your intention. Today I'm going to do 10 things on my list, or today I'm going to connect with an old friend, or today I'm going to have an inspiring day, or today I'm going to have a cranky day. I wouldn't suggest you do that last one. But whatever it is, set your intention of what your day is going to look like. If you would like to read a book or watch a movie or listen to a podcast or something, set your intention that today you're going to do that. Set your intention that tomorrow you're going to do that. You must set your intention every day for what you're going to have in your world. When you are going to do this, set your intention, have you got that person in there who you're going to connect with? I know I said that before, but have you got that person in there who you're going to connect with somebody? Because there's nothing more uninspiring than sitting in your office all day or in the one area and you have nobody to talk to or no one to listen to, and it's just your thoughts. Now, there's a time and a place for just your thoughts. That's great. But if your thoughts are just going to be your negative thoughts, then it's going to deflate you all day. So just check out who you can communicate with. And we all have a hairy list. The next one is we all have a hairy list. So whatever that hairy list is, see if you can get one thing, off your hairy list a day. So for me, I just found a whole lot of filming equipment the other day. So now I'm going to look at loading that and getting that sold, taking photos, figuring out the price of all that stuff. So actually, if you're in New Zealand, you'd like some filming gear, drop me a message because I have a lot of filming lights and things for dispersing that I'm not going to use anymore. So that's one of the things on my hairy list that is heavy and been weighing me down. Then the other thing is, do you know, have a guess what you think this one is? After we've got all these lists of things to do, you know what it is? Well, it's the Nike saying, just do it. So I'm telling you to get on with it. Get on with it. Once you've got that, get on with it. Plan your day. You've got your day. You've set your intention. You know the type of energy you're going to put out. You know the type of energy you'd like around you. Get on with it. They are all important. All those steps are important. But if you don't do them in that row and you jump them out of order, that's okay. Try and get them in that order. But it's really important to get on with it. You can have copious amounts of lists, but if they're just lists, they are just lists and you're not going to get anything done. So it's really important throughout the day. Once you've got that list, really important throughout the day is the tips during the day are take time out. Take time out, look at your view. Take time out, stretch to your toes. Take time out, drink from a different glass. Whatever it is, take time out from your day action tasks. Make sure your day action tasks have realistic time frames and your time out is realistic. It's really important to set realistic time frames. And be flexible with the people. So you may say, okay, I'm going to talk to so-and-so at 11 o'clock and we're going to talk for 15 minutes. Well, you might talk to them at 10 past 11 and you may talk for half an hour. So be flexible with people and their life and your life. That's really important one. So in summing up, we've got the end of day to happen. So when you are at the end of your day, it's really important to write tomorrow's list. Get it out of here and onto here. Write tomorrow's list. Focus on the flowers over the weeds. And when it means I'm telling you to I'm suggesting that you focus on what you achieved over what you didn't achieve. Because if you're focusing on what you didn't achieve on that whiteboard and you've got 20 things on there, just know that you've got 2 hairy things that you got off that have been weighing you down. So focus on the flowers over the weeds. And the last tip I'm going to suggest, the last tip. What do you think the last tip is? It starts with G. Do we all know? It's be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you don't have. Be grateful that you got up and you saw another day. Be grateful that you did things on your list. Be grateful that you didn't do things on your list. Be grateful for those who challenged you, supported you. Be grateful, be grateful. Be grateful for you. Be grateful for this, for me, for these tips that you can actually take into real everyday life. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. So that is me, Debz Cooper. Debz Cooper over and out. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you're not in my Facebook group for peak performances, bang me a message or put a message on here. Thank you for being with me today. Have an inspiring day and let's get on with it. Thanks very much. Top tips for peak performance. Over and out, Debz Cooper.